Hello, Tim, are you able to see my screen, right?
Yeah, so
Thank you. Yeah. So today our session, as you know, we'll be discuss about the introduction part of data science with Python. Okay. So and along with the Google Cloud platform, so which is a cloud computing also. So I just want to make understand. So from your point, so any of you have heard about the data science, and at least you heard somewhere else about the data science. This is something about the analysis, or it's related to software or any other domain like that, and even what is the purpose. If yes, that's fine. So here will we focus on what is data science, why we have to use this, and where we can implement. Okay. So we know, right? So there are a lot of energy resources on Earth, so that we can consume or we can place for the multiple purposes. Okay, so to proceed our survivals, and also to for our for our utilities, right? So we used to consume multiple energy resources, right? So here we this picture shows the data is the oxygen of digital economy. So because here we have to understand one point. So far we are storing the data in terms of databases, even you are storing the information in your mind also is also known as a data, right? So using that, we used to extract some information and we can utilize that information at somewhere else, right? So that means for works, so if you are writing some exam and before that you have prepared very well, and you will be implement out of the multiple subjects you learn. So for one particular exam you will be implement the relevant topic only. Okay, so that means you will be extract the information from your mind, so to that relevancy. So first of all, when you want to implement the answers to the one particular examination, right? So we have to gather the huge amount of data, right? So we have to gather the information so and so from our childhood. So like same way here, when it comes to the energy resources like oil, gases, right? So those will be no longer on earth because we are consuming, so because they are formed because of the fossil fuels and also by nature of earth. Okay, so but the natural resources will be losing, right? So that means that they are decreasing for the consumption or utilization. But here the data is increasing every day. What we are even discussing, that even per second also, what we are thinking and what we are searching in the Google, and we are ordering the any product in Amazon, right? In the Uber also we know, so we used to book some rides, right? So they are used to track our data, and whatever the action you are doing in their websites or in their app, so they used to track everything, right? They used to track every information. So here we know about the Google, right? So Google is a search engine. So where you ask something, that will be written you on mostly high level, I mean with mostly accurate. So the relevance output only. Something if you are looking for some civil services, or if you want to learn about any some particular technology, right? That means kind of a autonomous car. So just you have some curiosity how the autonomous car is working. Otherwise I just want to make some uh, understanding about the stock market predictions, how the stock market can be analyzed. Okay, and according to the performance of the each and every stock on daily basis, how much I can invest and at what price I can invest. So that kind of analysis, and about the weather, right? So when you're searching in the Google, so to the relevant topic, it is providing you the most relevant results, right? What you are looking for. So that's how the Google is doing, right? So because the accuracy is not that much accurate, right? So that means the return of results is not that much expected. So in previous days, that means in the earlier days of Google, because at the time Google don't have that much data. Okay, so keep on going the days, right? So Google is to store the information based on the user action. That means users are means we, right? So we used to search in the Google, right? So that will be stored in the database of there, okay, in the Google's database. So with help of that, so we can gather huge amount of data, huge amount. That means the petabytes of data per day, okay. So that much huge amount of information Google used to store. So if the information stored means, from that, when you asking someone particular question, so from the storage, from that brain, right, the brain of the Google, it will be extract the information what you are looking for, what you are searching for, okay. And the same way, voice assistants, right? So we have the Google assistants. So Google assistants also have the relevancy to Google search engine, but here you just type to get the results. But for the Google assistants, you will be speak. It's a speech recognition, right? It's a speech recognition. And the same way, we have the Facebook, right? Facebook is everyone knows it's a social media platform where we can chart, we can advertise, we can post the articles or photos, videos, whatever, okay. So you can share them, everything. So you can, it's a completely data relevancy concept, right? So whatever you are posting the information, right, so it will be gathered and it will be analyzed, right? So the Facebook will be analyzed. So once you search for any of one product, right, some particular, if you're looking for a dress, right, if a dress in Amazon or Flipkart, any other websites. So have you ever thought about so how Facebook is showing? I mean, showing us the relevancy of the product which I just searched about. Okay, 10 minutes back I have searched about a product. That means about a one jeans pant or a shirt or any saree like that in the Amazon. So the same kind of products are recommending in the Facebook. So that means here Facebook having the some interconnections between the other sites and whatever you are searching there, right? So it will be applicated, right? It will be applicated and showing as a results in the advertisement manner. Okay, so that's how the data is also to be transfer. I mean transferred, and it will be utilized to suggest to the user, right? So that's a kind of a marketing, okay. And Tesla, so nowadays it's a buzzword, okay. So recently Tesla also signed up for to establish a plant in India, right? So what is Tesla is mostly famous for? It's for the autonomous cars, right? Autopilot cars, you can call it as. So without driver, how can a car can be drive itself, right? Kind of a self-driving itself. So where, because like a human, right? I'm the first person, so I'm driving the car for first time. So that means if I join a driving school or any of my friends or brothers or family members, they support me to how can I drive the car. That means I'm learning from one particular person. The same way, the same way, we are also trained like scientists or engineers. They are trained to the Tesla autonomous the backend algorithm. So how to drive a car itself, and when the object is detected, right? So what action to be take? So stop means how to stop, and if it is in the green light in the traffic signals, so it can be continue. So that kind of every each and every object, so it will be trained, right? So then Tesla pilot cars will have some understanding about how to drive a car just like a human being. Okay, so these are all actually these are all different products and different scenarios and categories, but they are working with simple, I mean, with a single concept of data. Okay, so we can see some statements here. So the most demanding job in the next 10 years will be statisticians. So this is the statement given by so chief economist Hal Varian. Okay, he's from Google side. So actually, it's not about the 10 years. Nowadays, you can see the data science is kind of a 4 years BTech degree also. Okay, so it's not kind of a one particular tool or language or technology. So it can be last for some particular years, because you know the core concepts like if you go for pharmacy or CSC, EC, triple E, mechanical, civil, whatever the branches. So they will be long last for the entire lifetime. Okay. So because they are core. So that's the same way, because of the same concept. So data science is also referred as a, and it has been continuing as a 4 years BTech degree. Okay, so there are a lot of batches who already came out. So as a data scientist, so here the future is about the data and analysis, the completely the portion. And we have one more person. So that he's saying the data age has arrived from crowdsourced product reviews to crowdsourced product reviews to real-time traffic alerts. So data science has become a regular part of our daily lives. Okay. So he's Mr. DJ Patil. So the first US chief data scientist. So these are the popular figures. They are giving their statements about the data science concept and what exactly the meaning of data science is. So here we can see the statement, the extensive use of data, statistical and quantitative analysis, exploratory and predictive models, and fact-based management to drive decision and actions. So this statement is given by Thomas H. Davenport. Um, it seems understanding of this statement is little bit confused, right? Little bit at least. So will be summarize or simplify. So you can see that. So here, a scientific art of doing anything meaningful with idea, with the data that make business decision making more accurate and easier. So simply, that means so a statement can be summarized in a easy format. So because how could you make that summarization from one statement? So that's because of you understand the language, you understand the words, and you have the capability. So with help of that language, verbal and sentence formation and translation, so everything you can do. So that means you have some grip on that language. So that's why you are able to easily summarize the content, the statement, right? So to understandable format. So that's what it is saying, a scientific art of doing anything meaningful with data that makes business decision making more accurate and easier. So with help of data science also we can make easy decisions, right? The easy business decisions with more accurate and easier manner. Okay, so that will be meaningful actually. So that's what about the data science is also about. Here, you are not only seeing the summarization of the content, you are also seeing how the data, so with help of storing data, learning the information, so which helps you to analyze and summarize one form of statement into the easy understandable way, the easy understandable way. So that's the capability of data actually. So here, so data science is the application of computer technology, machine learning, and domain knowledge. So to solve problems in business and industry to aid efficient and effective decision making. So we are saying it's a combination of computer technology, machine learning, and domain knowledge. So first of all, what is the purpose and use of computer technology when you are speaking about the data? Okay, so here the concept of data and science. So we have the two different terms, right? So data is a collection of knowledge or any information, and science is the extracting meaningful information from the data. That means you are reading some article, right? So today I have read some article from the newspaper. Okay, so the article is about some 100 lines. You can consider it as 100 lines. So from the 100 lines, so if I want to just make a summarization, right? So if I want to explain to other people, so I couldn't explain all these 100 lines, right? So I can summarize within 2 lines, right? Just about 2 lines. So what the article is discussing or explaining about. So if I want to do that such kind of a summarization method, so for one article it will be very easy, but it will be very difficult when I have to deal with the thousands of articles, lakhs of articles at a time, right? So the processing will be take a lot of time, because I have to read the article, I need to make an understanding of our summarization, right? I should have the understanding of the sentence formation of each and every word what they're speaking about. Okay, so here that computer technology is came to the picture, where it can store the thousands of articles, and it will be processed easily. So with help of our data science techniques, to understand the language of the data or article, and it will be summarized to each and every article what the article is explaining about. And simply you can just consider the olden days. So when you go for a small shop, right? So if you are buying an item, so that means around two, three items or four items if you're buying in a shop, they used to calculate the sum of all the products prices. So with a pen and paper, or just with their beautiful mind. Other than that, if you are visiting the some wholesale shop, a big shop, so where customers are having the huge crowd, so they used to take the help of calculator, right? So the customers are coming, I mean, visiting the shop and buying the items continuously. So they are maintaining some calculator to ease their task, right? But in this case, just consider about the demand more, and any other big chain supermarkets. Okay, so it will be difficult for them to calculate the prices with help of calculator, right? So instead of that, they are maintaining the some computers, right? So because they are actually in the dmart every time, so continuously customers are visiting, and they're buying the products. To complete the process very easily, they're maintaining the scanners. So the scanner will be scan the products information, and with one particular bill id, right? With one particular bill id, it will be store the data at the backend database. So it can be stored and analyzed at any time, at any time, right? After completion, after closing your business for the day, you can open the today's business, and you can analyze which of the products got sold on high level, and which product have given the more margin and high discount or low discount. So any kind of analysis you can do. So where machine learning is came to the picture. Okay, so computer technology is will be helpful to you to handle a huge amount of data to unprocessing. Here machine learning, the name itself, machine learning, like how human is learning, so machine also get used to be learned from the human training. Okay, so it can be anything. So you just want, you have some stock market understanding, right? So you are a stock market analyst, just assume. So if you want to train, or if you want to create an algorithm, so every day, whenever the data is, I mean, some part, the portion of stocks or commodities information is storing in your database. So that data used to be analyzed, and it can be forecast about the next one day. Just consider about a tcs, so tata consultancy services stock. So how it will be performed the next day, next week, or continuously to the next 30 days. So what is the low price, the high price? So the 52 weeks low, 52 weeks high, is it right time to invest or not? So some that kind of analysis you are doing, and you're training to the computer. So in the real-time prospect, so continuously the values are storing in your database, and your algorithm is to understand from the data, and it can be forecast about the future results, what decision you can take. So that's kind of a recommendation you can consider it as. Okay, so not only about that stock market, it can be weather forecasting, or any sales analysis, the product analysis, or news content, image recognition, the facial recognition, everything is a part of machine learning, right? Just how the human is learning about the concepts, a human is training the machine, so the machine works itself. Okay, and the machine learning also using in the production industries. So kind of a car manufacturing, any product I mean the production industries. So pharmaceuticals, everywhere the machine learning is used. And the domain knowledge, so adding some the flavor of domain. So you are working to develop an algorithm, that means an app actually, so which is related to stock market analysis. But while you are developing the app, so not only the technical stuff, so along with that, if you have some at least the 5% portion of the knowledge, the domain knowledge, so about the stock market and the financial concepts, so that will be help you to so improvise the more accuracy, the performance of your algorithm, right? So that could be better actually. So if you're having some at least the 5% portion of the domain knowledge of your the work, the task you are working. Okay. So to solve problems in business industry, to aid efficient and effective decision making. So data science is simply the scientific process of converting raw data into knowledge. That's what we discussed till now, actually. To support decision making, data science involves finding patterns in the data. Of course, right? So we have the articles means there are a huge amount of words and also lines are there actually in that sentence. So we have to find the patterns. So what exactly the article is discussing about or explaining about. So that kind of patterns we have to find out. So with with our knowledge, we are able to find the same way. So the machine learning also will be find the patterns from the article and it will be summarize what it is exactly discussing about. Okay. So the goal of data science is to improve business, society, or personal performance by gaining knowledge from the data. So data science is moving decision making from gut feel and guesstimates to better, more performed ones driven by data. So here we will have understanding. So decision making is now fact and performance based, right? So we can take the decisions just like that actually. So with a quick performance, so that means you are opens Google Maps, right? You have opened Google Map, so you don't have any understanding. So where to which side you can be travel to reach your destination. So when you open the Google Maps and you search for the destination, it will be direct you. And easy like that, you can take some action, right? That means you will be follow the Google Maps to you reach the destination. It's a fact and performance based. So how speed it is actually, and intuition is out. Metrics are in. I could say so with my understanding. So by just having some knowledge from the past 10 days or from past 10 years, my understanding. Okay, so the next 10 days it won't be rained or little bit rainy or when it comes to the stocks, I can say the gold prices will be uh, not so increased for the next 10 days or next 1 month or next 6 months. And after 6 months, might be the gold price will be increased about 10%. So this is my just intuition. So by just reading the data from um, the historical information, right? So here, this is just intuition. It won't give you much confidence, right, to take decisions. So it won't give you the guarantee or any confidence. But the metrics with help of data analysis, we know the science, right? Science is nothing up, nothing about. So analyzing the information, right, about the historical information. So if you consider the past 10 years of gold prices, how they are increasing the trend and at what time, at what month, so the prices are increasing and decreasing. So this will be forecast for the next 1 month or 6 months, whatever you are asking, on daily basis or weekly basis or monthly basis. So it will give you the results. So on so and so time the price will be decreased, so and so time the price will be increased, right? So these are metrics based. So by understanding from the past data, so you are getting some confidence level. That means the 90%, 80%, or 99% of confidence. So because you are applying the metrics here to get the forecasting information about the gold prices, then you can take the decision whatever you required. Okay. And intense competition. shorter time to market, demand customers. So this is what will be happen when the time, just consider in just the previous days, you can might we have some understanding about sunflower oils and palm oil. So here we can discuss about the sunflower oil first. So at the time of Ukraine and Russia, sorry, at the time of Ukraine and Russia war, so there were sunflower oil prices were heated on high prices in India. What is the difference? What is the relation between the sunflower prices are fluctuating in India to the Russian-Ukraine war? Because Russia and Ukraine are the major contributors for the sunflower oil export, about 40% in the world actually. And majorly, India is importing the sunflower oil mostly from the Russia even. Okay, I think about 50% of sunflower oil. So the remaining 50% around is having the production in India itself. So that means when the Russia and Ukraine war is started, so the supply chain, the supply of oil is stopped, right, or reduced slowly. So the market we have to utilize the product or the quantity it have. So consider it have the 1 lakh units of the or 1 lakh liters of the sunflower oil. So day by day, the war is increasing, the supply is disrupted, right? The supply got stopped. So the quantity of the stock, the quantity of storage in our India also is getting reduced day by day because it's getting sold in the market. So when the product quantity is reducing, automatically supply will be reduced and demand will be reduced. The prices are will be increase, right? So just like think about a customer point of view. If I have seen the article, so when Russia and Ukraine war will be start or it is started, so about the price of sunflower oil was, just assume 100 rupees. So it was suddenly increased to 115 rupees. So then if immediately I buy a two boxes, that means about 20 packets, then I can save the cost. At the same time, from the retail point of view, if they are buying the a huge amount of boxes, so then they can also save the some amount of the purchase, right? So they can save the money. So day on day, when the war is increasing are continuing, so the sunflower oil prices also increasing because we don't have the stock. The stock is getting reduced in the market. So slowly the prices are hit to 200 rupees and more than 200 rupees also, right? When the supply is decreased, demand will be decreased and the prices will be increased, right? So the same way here, so shorter time to the market, demanding the customers. Okay, so that is a statement is about. And even in the stock market also, second to second, minute to minute, the stock prices will be changed. So we have to take the decision at what time, at what price, how much amount it can be invest. So here with help of these metrics, right, you can take the easy decision. So make each and every dollar count and increase return on investment. So that's what analytics will help you. So if you have recognize or sense the future event, so you can save your amount, right? You can save your dollar or rupee, whatever the pennies you have can save. Okay, so it will be kind of a return on investment in increasing the return on investment. And take real-time decisions. Whatever we are discussing till now is kind of real-time decisions, right? If you want to go out, so you want to check the temperature or rainy or humidity, that's a real-time decision. Or if you want to invest somewhere else, so in the stock market, the prices are fluctuating from second to second, that's a real-time decision, right? So everything, so here you can take the real-time decision after you have seen the information based on the metrics. Okay, so this is how the data revolution also happened along with the industrial revolution. Okay, so you can see the four stages of industrial revolution. So currently we are in the fourth stage of industrial revolution. So the first stage of industrial revolution between 1760 to 1840. So the birth of powered machines to perform tasks previously done by hand. That's correct, right? So in the olden days, whatever the task can be complete, so it will be completely manual, right? So you have to generate the fire, you have to, that means with the help of code, you have to transfer the data between one place to another place, right? So how to send the letters, and your the goods items also can be with help of trains. So that's a good trains, right? So we don't have electricity at the time, so everything can be generated with help of coal, right? So the process will was manual. So in the second industrial revolution, so we have the electric light, the telephone and machine advances enabled more accurately produced interchangeable parts. So just thought about, right? So we were in the second industrial revolution. We have the telephones, so that the information transfer is much more easier, right? So we can make a call, and when the person is available, they can pick the call and note the information whatever we can be transferred, so it won't take much time. And electricity is also started at that time only. Okay, the electricity lights, the telephone, everything. And in the third stage of industrial revolution, so we have seen some more advancement, right? So where we have the mails. At the telephonic time, when you have to transfer the information, the person used to be available at the time, and the data can't be stored, right? Here, when the mails got started, right, the hotmails or outlook or whatever, the mails got started, right? So you can send the information easily, and the receiver can store the information, and they can open the I can see the information which they received anytime. Okay, so it was make much more easier. And the nowadays of fourth industrial revolution, we know everything is IoT, everything is internet based. Information is easily transferable. Okay, how much amount of data, how what is the file size, whatever the information. So the knowledge, everything is advanced. It was transformed in a very advanced level, right? Everything is real time. Everything is real time. Okay, so that's why that's how with help of the data is parallelly increasing according to the industrial revolution. Okay, so far actually we were discussing about the data and science and their importance. So I know, so few of the people are having some myth, the wrong understanding or wrong uh, analysis about, so the data science is only particular to software industry. No, I can say. So because you can see the here, there are a lot of industries. So who are depends on the data, who are using the or utilizing the data, they are working in. I mean, they have the branch of or the department of data science. So you can see here the different domains and categories, right? So banks, media, social networking sites, FMCG, retail, healthcare, IT, human resource, credit cards, education, transport, hospitals, stock markets, airlines, right? E-commerce, investment funds, defense, supply chain analytics, sports, insurance, hotels, manufacturing, tourism, sales and marketing, everything, whatnot, everywhere. So where the data is floating or utilizing or generating, so there the definitely the help of data science could be there, right? Because in the banks, so if you want to take a loan, right, so that means a home loan or car loan, bike loan, whatever the personal loan, it can be offered based on your property and your background. So that means what the job you are doing, how much you are earning, and along with the credit score or CIBIL score. Okay, how the CIBIL score is generated for you? So it's based on the past transactions, your actions, right? So about the financial decisions. So that's how the banks used to take the decision about um your the past, the historical, the behavior about the transactions. Okay, and media, social networking sites like a Facebook, how we know how Facebook is utilizing our data, and we are making more information. FMCG, so fast moving consumer goods, So considering actually in the DMart, right? So in the retail also, in the DMart, Walmart, right? Everywhere when you visit the marts, right? So they will recommend you some products. So if you are buying this product, along with this, if you buy the second product, it will comes to you with low level, low discount. So you can see, you can think sometimes, of course, if not today, tomorrow might be I can use this. So if this product is giving with a 20% discount, so I can save some amount of money, right? So with that intention, you will buy the product. So in terms of FMCG and retail, so they used to recommend the products to get high sales, right? So they don't think about the discounts, so or the profits. So they will be, I mean, they wants to sell the item. That's it. So instead of getting the 1,000 rupees about 2 days, so they can gain the 1,000 rupees profit within 1 hour by providing these many discounts actually, and product recommendations and healthcare. So it's kind of pharmaceuticals. In the recent days, we have faced the big situation called COVID, right? In that time, so the vaccines are discovered. So to discover a vaccine, it will take a lot of time, so according to the diseases and symptoms. Okay, so here there are lacks of formulas. So to implement the lacks of the formulas with a high combination to the relevance of the symptoms of disease, it will be very difficult. So to produce a particular vaccine or medicine, so they used to analyze the information. They used to analyze the information. So with help of systems, right? So they do some cross validation. You can consider it as. So consider we have the 1,000 formulas, 1,000 versus 1,000. So they will be generate the huge amount of the cross validation between each and every formula. One versus 999, second versus 999 formulas. They will be do the cross validation according to the symptoms of the disease. Then finally, they will be find out the top 100 or top 10 or top 1,000 products, the combinations with some confidence level, right? So how much this can be cured of the particular symptoms of disease, at what percentage level? Is this about 90 percentage accuracy, 80 percentage accuracy, 99 percentage accuracy, or 50 percentage accuracy? Whatever the accuracy level, the confidence level, so according to that you will be choose the formulas, and scientists will be uh, do some manual processing. So this is how it was utilized. The data analysis or data science concepts are utilized in the pharmaceutical industries nowadays, along with the content of, you can say, the pharmaceutical information or the knowledge. So they are teaching the data analysis in the industry. They are utilizing the data scientists help, so to get how to do the cross validation and how to get the analysis of the formulas, right, according to the diseases symptoms actually. And in the hospitals, so when you visited the some kind of big hospitals like Columbia or any Kims or any hospitals, so suppose if a patient have some cancer related symptoms, or malaria related symptoms, or dengue related, so to take the blood samples and to give the results, it will take at least 2 to 3 days of time, at least, according to the disease they wants to find out. So meanwhile, so without impacting of the patient's health, right? So they used to recommend some medicine. So just kind of some description they used to provide you, and they will generate some report from the system, right? So whatever the prior based on your past health and your health conditions, so they used to upload some information in the system. The system will be generating a report. That report is generated with the help of a software and with the help of the backend of data analysis. The huge amount of patients information is stored in the system. So along with the new patients information is stored with the old patients information, it will be analyzed. So that means if a patient having more than 200 points, right, the blood sugar level, so there could be chances of the patient have the sugar, right? So they have the diabetes, you can consider it as. So to get these results, right, so meanwhile they will be analyzed. So this might be happen, and if the patient having some kind of cancer symptoms related, so my according to my understanding from the previous patients, so then I can give some prescription to him, so to take the some take care of. Okay, so about 2 days or 5 days, whatever the timing actually. So some kind of vitamin tablets they can recommend, so in between the time. So that's how the data science is also utilizing the hospitals and education, investments, defense, in the army and air force, navy. So they are using this data science to analyze and to develop um, the to develop the defense concepts actually. Okay, even in the sports, you are seeing the IPL or any other soccer sports, right? So the cricket or whatever the sports actually, where the data science will be helps you to analyze the according to the match, which player, right? What player can be fit for to play the match, right? So based on the opposite team, on based on the pitch or based on the weather condition, which player will be fit for the match, and also at what over they can score, how much they can be scored, right? So this is decisions can be taken in the sports industry. And the dream 11 is an app. Actually they used to generate the real time reports, so about the player, what will be the next ball, what will be the next over, which match will be win, what how much percentage actually. So the projection score also we can see on the screen when you're watching the live matches. Okay, so this is how in the sports industry also data science involved. Anywhere wherever the data is generating or utilizing, their data science will be performed. So this is how we are gathering the raw ingredients to make a final product to consume. So the same way we are gathering the raw data, we are processing in a right way, and adding some rule-based engines or according to the domain. So we have to add some algorithms with help of machine learning, and we will make some beautiful product. So with that we can consume. So here data science we have discussed, it's a combination of computer science, math and statistics, and domain knowledge, where in between software development, machine learning, and traditional research is involved. It seems like it is also some having relevancy to the AI, artificial intelligence. Nowadays, it's a big buzzword, right? So these are the concepts actually which are generating with help of AI. So which a data scientist also can do. Predictive analytics, deep learning, part of the machine learning. Text to speech recognition or speech to text recognition. So Apple Siri or Amazon Alexa, Google Assistants. So these are the products actually which is generated. Image recognition. So simply nowadays actually everyone using the mobiles, right? So we have the face lock. How the face can be recognized and it will be take a decision to lock or unlock. So with help of the image recognition, so it is identifying your face. So then the mobile software will be take decision. So whether to lock or unlock. And autopilot car, so with help of the object capturing, so on live, so what direction it can take, what action to it can be take. Okay, and in the traffic signals actually, so nowadays the traffic for police work also reduced because of the traffic cameras, so the object detection cameras. So they used to identify so which vehicle is crossing the signal. So if it is on the red, so they will be capture the that will be capture the number plate of the vehicle, and they will send the chalana, right? So in the previous days also we have seen the mask detection. So these are all the concepts of actually image recognition and machine vision. And we have the classification. Translation means we have the natural language translations. Google Translator you can consider it as from one language to another language. So where NLP is a part of Google search engine, YouTube search engine, that means when you are searching about a video, it will recommend you with the output what exactly you are looking for. And even in the Amazon, Flipkart, you are searching for a particular product, it is recommending you the relevancy of different products even. Okay, expert systems, planning and optimizing, and robotics, even the robots also, the AI data science is involved. So robots are nowadays a buzzword actually. Everyone is developing the robot, so they are training to that. So whatever the concepts we are learning here, right? So that will be the initial step of the robotics actually. So here in the course, we will be discuss about the predictive analytics, classification, data extraction, and much more about the data analysis concepts. So purely related to the data science. So these are the examples of AI. So even the data science is involved actually. So where the Google Maps. So much, I mean, we know all this about, right? So the Google Maps, there if there are multiple routes, it will be recommend you the best one. So the purpose, what is the time, what is the distance, and how much amount you can say. That means if you have the toll gates or not, checkposts or not, and how much time it will be taking to travel. So everything it can be recommend, right? So, and this is the data science process life cycle. So we have to understand the requirement, whether it is related to business or research and development or any product analysis, right? So first of all, we have to understand the requirement. Then we have to gather the data, right? So gathering the data and understanding the data, what exactly it is relevant to the given requirement or not. So we have to validate that. So then we will proceed for the data preparation. That means to prepare an item, a food item, you have to gather the first of all you have to understand the requirement. Then you have to gather the raw ingredients. You have to prepare in a right way. Then we have to apply some garnishing and also the final steps. So where the machine learning is involving and evaluating the results. So is this the expected result according to the requirement or not? Then delivering. That is nothing but deployment. So this process is happening in every life cycle. That means food cooking life cycle, car manufacturing, any production industry. So everywhere this life cycle is a common thing. So that's why the same life cycle we nowadays there are a lot of missions are generating, right? So are discovering and getting sale in the market about the food items. So when you're selecting the biryani or any other item, right? Um, I mean, just we have to provide you have to store the raw ingredients for that item in the machine. That's it. So it will be prepared and cook the food and deliver to you, implemented app. And what are the capabilities of data science? So conversant with at least one relevant programming language. Here I can say, is that programming is must and should required? No, actually I can say it's not must and should. So because it's according to the work you received. So in sometimes about the project, so might be you get a chance to work on the Excel. Excel is also one of the powerful analysis tool. So we have the different tools like Power BI, Tableau, or any other data tools. And along with that, the importance of programming here is about if you want to develop a product, that means instead of using the software, you want to develop a own software for your industry or for your purpose or to that about your company. So there, the usage of programming language is required. Okay, I can say a data scientist can be work on different tools without programming even, but on the least case actually. So you got an opportunity to work on the programming in data science. So we should have to get some knowledge actually. So can handle the project level problems, version controlling. In addition to traditional sources, knows how to collect data from web. So web extraction. That means from the Twitter, from Google, from Facebook, Yahoo, any other websites, right? So if sometimes we don't have the data, That means today I just want to have some understanding about the uh, historical home loans, right? So that means I just want to understand. So if I want to take a home loan, which bank is maintaining the what kind of prices? That means the interest rate. So I have gathered for SBI, ICICI, HDFC, Bank of Baroda. So multiple banks. I have gathered the past historical 10 years of interest rate for every quarter. Quarter means 3 months actually. So for every quarter, so I have extracted the information about 10 years. Then I have observed among all the interest rate, I have seen SBI is giving some more. I'm not recommending here, just for example, I'm saying. So the SBI is giving the very low, maintaining the very low interest rate. So based on the repo rate is increasing by RBI and decreasing. Okay. So then I can go for one particular bank. In the same way, so the data actually the concept is here about to extracting the data where I can find. So I can find from the websites, any of the data websites actually, and conversant with multiple machine learning algorithms knows how to build prototype and product and data driven solutions. So and you should be like a good storyteller. Storyteller means how the storyteller will be came from. So that from when you are understanding the concept and when you have the capability of explaining the work what you have done. Of course, right? I can ask you something. How did you cook the item? How did you ride the bicycle? How did you ride a car? So you can explain me. So because this is the procedure we have to follow, the steps to be follow, right? So what are the precautions we have to be taken, and what are the situation will be happen, and how can handle that. So that kind of a explanation is nothing about good storyteller. That's it. So here we are choosing the programming language called Python, right? So we have Java, C, C Sharp, .NET, multiple languages. So apart from them, right? So among them actually, among them, why I'm choosing the Python? Because of its popularity and what much more. We can see that. So here Python is not only a scripting or programming language, it is easy to, very, very, very easy to learn when compared to other languages. So in other languages, when you want to execute a code, that means an output, you have to write at least 5 to 6 lines of code. That 5 to 6 lines of code you can implement here in the Python with single line. That means just like a natural language, how we are discussing, how we are communicating, same way. So Python will take the input as the natural language and it can be implemented. Okay, it is very, very easy to learn, implement, and much more of the things, right? So now the era is about information, artificial intelligence, and robotics. So if I want to develop a product, if I want to develop a product for my business purpose or any R&D level, so then I have to choose the language, so which is easy to work and which is supporting with the multiple libraries with open source. That means free of cost. Every product. That means if I want to build a image recognition system, speech recognition system, a chart GPT kind of, that means Google search engine kind of product, or stock market analysis product with a free of cost. So I want to get the help of libraries or packages, right? So all these packages are freely available in Python than any other programming language. So that means the Python is easing your task to complete the work and easy to learn, easy to explain and maintain everything. So these are the popular companies who are using the Python actually, along with the Google, ABN, NASA, and Walt Disney, Red Hat, and much more companies. The popular companies they are using, and these are the popular packages. So to do some development of algorithm or utilization of the scientific calculation, that means the numerical operations. So we have the NumPy, a fast library of a fast performance based library, and pandas. If you know data handling if you are came from, if you having some understanding of SQL, so don't worry about that. Here I don't have the knowledge on the SQL, but still I have to work on the data filtration, data modification, data analysis, whatever. So I have to perform. Here I have the pandas, a beautiful libraries. So where you can write the query easier than the SQL, easier than the SQL actually, and it can be perform the tasks more than the SQL operations. So that's why actually with help of these libraries, so Python is became much popular. And we have the scikit-learn. It's a open source library. You can find the n number of algorithms, the machine learning algorithms in the scikit-learn with the free of cost. And matplotlib. So for the data visualization, like how we have the Tableau, Looker, Power BI, any other Excel services to visualize the data. So they are paid actually, but here matplotlib and other beautiful libraries we have. So they are providing the services with free of cost. And this is the machine learning process actually, where you have to prepare the data. So how to do some feature extraction, train the data with machine learning algorithm, and do some prediction. A simple concept actually. And you don't need to do all these steps separately. You have the algorithms, just we have to import in single line of, and in the second line you have to fit the algorithm to train the machine. That's it. So it won't take much time to even to understand how the process is going on, because here we have the libraries, you have the packages where they can take your tasks to complete themselves. You don't need to write the coding even, just to have to import the packages and execute. Nowadays the programming is became very simple and easy. It's not like the olden days actually. So when I have started my career, I have to write the huge amount of coding. But nowadays, so at the time, if I have written 100 lines of code, nowadays the 100 lines of code is reduced to less than the 10 lines of code, because everything is developing and storing in the packages of library. Everything is available in the in the concept of libraries with the free of cost. That much the advancement is done in the Python. That's why every industry is choosing the Python as their development programming language. Not only about the data science, it have the capability of web development, mobile application development, and server maintenance. Everything you can do, and you can also generate the APIs even. So these are the machine learning algorithms and web scraping concepts. So about the Python and machine learning, and moreover that we should require some understanding and having the knowledge on cloud. So what exactly about the cloud is? Here, cloud computing is the on-demand availability of computer system resources, especially data storage and computing power, without direct active management by user. So it's given by the Wikipedia. So here, cloud makes work easy by accessing your resources like data storage, work environment from anywhere in the world. Just assume now, I have a laptop or any device where you're storing the data, right? So if I have the 1 TB hard disk or SSD, so I'm storing the information here, and I'm also developing a work. So that means a project. Suddenly, my laptop or hard disk got crashed. So that means I lost my entire information, right? The photos, project related information, so on, so extra information. So here, how can you recover? So with the help of recover softwares, you can try to recover at least. Sometimes it won't be possible even, right? The condition of the hard disk or the laptop system actually. So here in the case, if you take the help of cloud services, that means you can store the data in the cloud. You can access it from anywhere in the world, anywhere in the world, and you can access the work anywhere in the world. That means if today I didn't carry my laptop, so I'm working on a project, so I had traveled somewhere else actually. So now what I can do, so I didn't carry my laptop, so I have to work on the project to continue. So here, to solve your problem, So if you work on the cloud, so cloud means we have the free of cost clouds and also paid clouds based on the resources actually. So if you are taking the help of cloud, then you can access the work, your work, from any system, from anywhere in the world. Okay, so you just require the just like you just require um, the credentials to log into the cloud. Okay, so it helps you to decrease the cost of system configurations by providing rental services. That means pay per use for multiple resources. So benefits are like cost, global scale, performance, security, speed, productivity, and reliability. Okay, so we can save the cost, global scale, performance, security is provided, speed, productivity, and reliability. These are comes along with the cloud actually. So these are the few examples of cloud, which are very well known. Google Drive. So you can store the files, any file in the Google Cloud. So for if it is free of cost, one particular based on one particular Gmail account, you will receive the 15 GB storage with free of cost. So you can access it from anywhere with help of your Gmail credentials, and WhatsApp entirely free. Okay, so again it is also cloud performance, and also Zoom recording calls, Google Meet, calendar, Google Photos. If you capture the photo and by mistake you have deleted, you don't need to worry. If you have the syncing of your Google Photos with your mobile device, and that will be automatically stored in the Google Photos when the internet is on. Okay, and the Facebook. So these are all the cloud related products. That means when you have the internet, so you can access them. And here especially why we are focusing on Google Cloud Platform. Just think about, so in the market, if a particular product or any software or any source is having that high demand, we will go for them. Okay, where you can find the huge amount of jobs, huge amount of services, whatever. So here Google Cloud Platform offered by Google is a suite of cloud computing services that runs on the same infrastructure that Google uses internally for its end user products. So such as Google Search, Gmail, Google Drive, and YouTube. So these are all the products which are having the backend of the Google Cloud Platform. Okay, it improves reliable and highly scalable Google Cloud computing services to its users. So these services help clients compute, storage, and help developers to build, test, deploy applications, apps. Okay, so Google Cloud Platform covers application storage and cloud computing services for backend, mobile, web solutions using internet. So more than 4 million apps trust and use the platform. Suppose if there is a use of Google Cloud Platform, that means in terms of cost, security, services, performance, right? And more resources they are providing in terms of AI, compute, storage, networking, big data, Internet of Things, cloud AI, identity and security management, data transfer and development tools, whatever they are providing, if n number of services, so then definitely a company will choose the cloud. Then automatically there could be a chances of increasing in the job postings even. Nowadays, there are a lot of companies are migrating to the Google Cloud. Actually, I have knowledge, I have the experience, that means I work experience on Microsoft Azure and AWS also, Amazon Web Services. But still, why I'm choosing the Google Cloud? Because it is highly that means highly utilizing and um, taking work by the Google Cloud. So that means there are multiple companies who are migrating to the Google Cloud platform. That means automatically the job opportunities also increasing, right? So that is the importance of Google Cloud platform. So we will be discuss here. So this is about the introduction of data science and their market and the demand and the Google Cloud. Okay. So if you have any queries, can have a discussion. team.
Yeah, hi, sir. It was very nice session. Can I consider all these three topics as one a single package for our data science training? As it Google Cloud and Python will be also teaching by you, right? If you join the class
Exactly, with zero knowledge. So
with
you can join with the zero knowledge. I will take you, and here the concept I will be explained, just not like you are taking to the programming level. First of all, I will make some introduction of the concepts, the scenario. That means we'll be discuss about a scenario, and we will be implement the Python to develop the scenario. That means you here your focus is not about to develop the task on top of programming. Here your task is to focus on the scenario development. That means you want to build a concept called the forecasting about stock prices or ATM transaction machines, any e-commerce websites, how they are working on recommending the products. That means here we are focusing on the scenario. So then you won't get fear or less understanding about the programming event. Just you are utilizing the Python as a mediator, just like a calculator, to complete your task.
Okay, sir. Okay. How long it will take, sir, generally for duration of this training
10
completely?
weeks, maximum 10 weeks actually.
All the three areas will be covered for this.
Exactly. From starting of the Python, so data science, machine learning, stats, everything, every concept will be explained. So in a diploma level, that means the practical, theoretical plus practical implementation will be there. So every topic will be explained to you in scenario based, and I will be provide you the notes, recordings, and capstones. Here I can say one thing. So we'll be cover 8 capstones in the task actually. So then after completion of the course, you won't need to be apply for only data scientist. Just make a note here. You
Okay,
can
sir.
apply for data analysis, business analyst, data science, decision scientist, machine learning engineer, forecasting engineer, demand forecasting engineer, and along with that, cloud plus analyst. Okay, so 8 jobs you can apply. So from this course actually, and
Okay.
for every concept, I will be provide you the end-to-end solution. That means I will be give you the business requirement. I will give you the data. I am only giving you the solution with neat explanation. So now today, if you are just you need to execute the work what I have given to you, then you can apply your own logics. So that will be utilized for the next 10 years also. Just you can do copy and paste in the real time after you getting the job.
Okay, sir.
Okay. Yeah.
Okay. Okay. Why? Because I'm working on a different platform. That is, I'm working on SAP actually as a functional consultant. What my worry is, I'm very interested in jumping into this data science as it is very good right now. But is it fine for me I can shift, right? There'll be no problem because yeah. Hello.
Yeah. Hello. Sorry. I missed you.
Can I repeat again?
Yes, yes, Rahul, please.
Yeah. Actually, I'm working on a SAP platform, sir. Actually, I'm working as SAP functional consultant. But I'm
Okay.
interested in doing this data science and I want to shift my career. Is that can be possible if I can move into these? Is that okay?
So, what's your background? That means your education at what when you have
Myself,
passed out.
yeah, I have done BTech actually in EC, Electronics and Communications, but I'm having almost 10 years of experience, 10 plus years. Uh,
Okay.
yeah, from last 6 years, I'm working as a functional consultant in SAP domain. Yeah.
Yeah, then you can very easy. Actually, process and integration, SAP, material
Yeah.
modules,
Yes. I know that
and
about. Yeah.
ABAP actually. So in my previous batches, we have the candidates from who are who are came from the background of SAP process and integration and and ABAP. So they are already working in product-based companies like a PwC and online solution and other companies. So here the concept is just you are already in the whatever the functional or any other side. So data science is just kind of a relevancy to each and every topic
Okay,
here.
sir.
So it will be very easy. It's not my words, I can say. So you can Google it, you will get to know. So is it possible or not? So I can say 100% it is possible.
Okay, sir. Thank you, sir. Thanks so much.
Yeah.
Yeah, from my side, it is fine, sir. Yeah, okay.
Thank you. Thanks for your time. And is there any queries can be discussed?
Hi, Swaroop. Daksha here. Thank you for the wonderful demo. It was very informative.
Thank you.
Swaroop, my current background, I'm currently working, I'm a SAP consultant as well, but I'm mainly into development, like mostly with SAP HANA boards and SAC and stuff. Um, Currently, the organization that I'm working in is also currently moving, is moving into data science and all these along with Azure. Since I'm mostly from the SAP background, I've been with SAP for almost, I've been working on SAP with for almost 10 years now. Will it be an easy transition for me to go through all of these things? So that's one thing I wanted to check with you.
Of course, it can be. It will be, I can say.
Okay. And another thing, well, you said the Python you'll be teaching at the concept level. Do we need to do some prerequisite like just get the touch and feel of Python, like working on the syntax and those things? Do we need to at least have little bit background on that before we jump into
No, no, not
usage?
required. So, you just know how, I mean, the English language. That's it.
Okay. Okay. Sure.
So with a
And
zero knowledge, you can join the course. So I will take you from there.
okay. And Swarup, is there any um, softwares or anything that we need require to install, or will we be getting any virtual
Yeah, we will
machines to?
discuss in the continuation classes actually.
Okay. Okay. Sure.
So here actually no need of any query I can say. So if I miss anything that you can ask, but for
Mm-hmm.
the prerequisites and whatever the scenarios and concepts, their explanation
Mm-hmm.
and implementation, everything I will be take care from the end to end. Okay. So
Okay.
yeah, you don't need to worry about there actually. So it is completely prepared concepts actually.
Okay. Okay. Thank you. And Swarup, what will be the timings for this batch?
Same 7:30 to 8:45. So that's why I
7:30.
kept demo for
Okay.
the same time.
Okay. Okay. Yeah. Then this is perfect. Yeah. Thank you.
Thank you. And others? Cool. So if you have anything to discuss more, so please reach out to me.